In today's video, I just want to show you how quick and easy it is to create yourself a fillable form using Microsoft Word and Adobe Acrobat. The first thing you're going to need to make your fillable form is obviously a form that is made up using Microsoft Word, much like the one you can see on your screen right now. Now, to make a form look neat and professional like the one you can see, use a table. Okay, pretty much this entire form has been made inside of a table. Alright, so when you see breaks in sections, so this empty white space here, I've simply removed the borders from that section of the table. Okay, and then the table kicks back in again down here. Alright, so it's really easy to make a neat form if you are using tables. Alright, so once you've got your form all created and you're ready to make it fillable, the first thing you need to do is you need to go to the File menu up the top and go to Save as Adobe Pdf. We want to convert it from a Word document into a PDF. So I'm just going to save that on my desktop. It'll take a couple of seconds to convert from a Word doc into a PDF. Once it's converted to a PDF, it will open up Adobe Acrobat so you can have a preview of your new document. And it looks pretty good. As you can see though, I can't click in any of these empty boxes and fill in the information that is required. Okay, so our job in Adobe Acrobat now is to make this a fillable form so people can actually type into it and interact with it. Okay, so to do that, simply go to your Tools menu up the top, scroll down to the Forms and Signatures section and look for this pink icon that says Prepare Form. If you don't have it in your shortcuts on the right hand side, I'd recommend hitting that little arrow and just adding it to your shortcuts, and you'll see it pop up just over the side here. When you're ready to go, click on Prepare Form. Okay, and it's just going to say which document do you want to work with here. Obviously, we're going to use the one that we've just opened up in Acrobat, so I'll just select it and click Start. When you click Start, a bit of magic happens just right before your eyes, and you can see that Acrobat has started to make this a fillable form for you. Okay, it's just guessed which boxes it thinks need to be filled in, and it puts text fields over them for you. Even down the bottom here where I've got a hyperlink, it converts that into a hyperlink for me, so I can send that, I'll send an email through to that address when I click on it. Okay, so it's quite clever what Acrobat has done here. It doesn't get it right 100% of the time, okay, but it goes pretty close. Now if you'd like a preview of how this looks, just simply click the preview button up the top here, and you can see what your form's going to look like. And you can see that you can click inside of these forms now. So if I want to type a name in, if I type in Fred, you can see it start to type into the text field. Now the issue I've got here is that the text is way too big. Okay, I think that's about size 12. My fonts on this page are size 8. So we need to change the formatting of each of these text fields to get it to match up with the rest of our form. So if you go back to the Edit button up the top here, okay, I'm going to just double click on this first text box to bring up my properties. And I'm going to go to the Appearance. I'm going to change the font size to 8. And I'm going to change the font from Helvetica there to Calibri. And then I'll click on Close. Now when I go to Preview, you can see that font matches up with the other fonts on the page. Okay, I would go and do that for all the other text boxes. I'm not going to do it in this video though, because it'd take forever. But you get the idea on how you can change the font properties in each of those boxes. Now the next thing I want to show you, as you can see here where it says Parent Guardian Names, we've got one text box here that's come in, but we haven't got this one. Okay, Acrobat has missed it, so we need to add our own text field in here. And the way we do that, we simply go up the top here to this strip of buttons, and we look for the text field button, which is the letter T here with a little cursor next to it. Click on it once, and it will give you a text field where you can simply go and drop it into that box. You can give it another name, so I might call it Parent Guardian Names 2. I've got the first one there, so this is the second one. Press Enter, and I will stretch that box out so it fills up the entire text box there. Alright, so that's how you add a text field into your form. So if you want someone to type some text into your form, simply use that text field button. Now another button you're going to need to use regularly is a drop-down list button. Okay, and I need to use that down here under the representative level headings. So Adobe Acrobat has stuck a text field in there for me. Okay, didn't quite guess it right, so I'm going to click on those and delete those text fields because I want to put in a drop down field instead. The way we put in a drop down field is we come back to our strip along here of buttons and we choose this one here that says a drop down list. Simply click underneath representative level. You'll see that it doesn't quite fit. Okay, you can resize that to make it fit in a moment. Just needs a name first, so I'll call it rep level 1. Press enter and you can click off it, and now you should be able to resize it so it fills up that space nicely, like so. Now if I go to the preview button here, I can click on that down arrow, but nothing comes up. We have an error where there's no values in that drop down list yet. So if we go back to edit, we can double click on this, and first of all just change the text size back to 8 and choose Calibri as your font. There it is. And then we're going to go up to the Options tab at the top of this Properties box, and we're going to start adding some items into this drop down list. Okay, so the first one I'm going to add in is the word district. Click add. Second one is regional. Click add, and the final one I'm going to put in is state. Okay, I'll click add. I'll just close that box off now, and when I go to preview, you can see what a drop down box here with district, regional or state. Okay, so the user has 3 options to pick from for their representative level. Now one thing I do like to also add in here, I'm just going to go back to the Options tab here. I'm going to add in one more thing that says please select 1 and put ... and add that in. Now I'm going to move this to the top, so I'm just going to go up, 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 up. There we go, and click close. So now when someone opens my form, this option comes up saying please select 1. So it will make them want to click on this drop down box and they will go and select their representative level. Alrighty, if you want to, copy and paste that, so Control C, Control V, and go and stick it in the empty boxes there. Okay, I'll just do a rush job. Oops, just do a rush job of that. We haven't got too much time left in this video. There we go, easy. Alright, so that is pretty much how you make yourself a fillable form. I'm going to hit the save disk at the top to save it. On my desktop. Save over the other one that I've got there. I'm going to close it off. Alright, I'm then going to go and open it from scratch just to make sure it's working. Okay, there we go. So it's looking good. So you can still type in all of these boxes. Got the drop down list here to pick from. Looks brilliant. So that's how easy it is to create yourself a fillable form using Word and Acrobat.